shit, son. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You now rocking with the Homeboy Etiquette podcast. It's your main man over here at the 5280 Q. Pass it off my partner in crime. Oh, yeah, I forgot the Q stands for Kane the Conqueror. Sprinkled with a little bit of Johnny Storm on this bitch and this flame on this motherfucking episode. So I'm passing off to my motherfucking partner in crime, the arc reactor himself.
Yo, this is Kemet the Raw representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So for anybody coming into the video now, we're just going to ask that you like the video. So I did not pick the topic this week. It was Kang the Conqueror over here that picked the topic for this week. And as you guys can see from the title of the video, it is Frogs in a Pot. And so without further ado, I'll just pass it right back over.
Y'all ever heard that saying? All right, I don't know if y'all, this study they did is like they had this frog, right? So they boiled the water, put the shit up to let it boil, so to get the boil. Like, what's the temperature of water boils at? 100 degrees Fahrenheit?
On average, yeah.
So on average,
well, it depends by state, but yeah.
By the time like 100 degrees water and everything, it starts boiling because that shit gets fucking hot. You put it on this goes and shit. So frogs, you know, they was like, all right, here, froggy. Frog gets thrown into the pot. That motherfucker touches it. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck you.
This hurts. It's hot.
The fuck is your problem, dog? Yo, man. Yo, get off me. Put me down. No, don't put me down there. Put me down where you pick me up at, man. Put me down where you pick me up like you the bus stop or you the Uber driver. Or
Help me. Help me.
And then if friggin' oh wait, do you need to shut the door? And if
no, it's all right.
All right. And then if and then they was like, all right, let's try something else out. We start the water off at nice cool temperature, nice regular temperature, right? Frog's like, okay, splish splashing, I'm taking a bath. And then, you know, you just start turning up that dial, splish splashing, I'm taking a bath. The frog is sitting there like, man, this shit is cool.
Man, this is actually pretty nice.
Oh,
man,
this is cool. This is cool. This is
hot. I'm sweating a little bit, but yeah, I can deal with this.
You know what? Yeah, man. Is that a blister? I think it's a blister. Larry, you got blisters?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it feels good though. It don't matter, man. Like, I've never felt something like this before. I get real tired. How that happened?
Death.
That nigga dead.
and it's like, holy shit. It's like, if you had the water burning hot at first and then you drop the frog off into it, then it immediately jumps out of it. It's like, the fuck you trying to do? Kill me? And then you put them in there when it's nice and cool, nice temperatures, and it's like splish splash, you know, taking a bath, and you just turn that shit up slowly, and it cooks and cooks and cooks, and and the frog stays in there and then dies.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. And like, I'm not sure what the ultimate point that you're getting with this is. Like, yeah, like that's why like the thumbnail I asked the question, are you desensitized? Because that basically is like to show people that like there's also something called like titrate the dose, but that like if you're getting like if you take little bits of little bits of negativity, little bits of like bad choices, bad people around you, little bits at a time, like you'll go 5-10 years later and then be completely in the dark, be living a shit life, and you didn't realize how you got there is because you're doing little bits at a time.
And that temperature was just slowly.
If you would have saw yourself at the end result of what it was gonna be 10 years from now, you would have been like, "Fuck all that, nigga! What? I'm gonna be a crack addict? Oh shit, nigga! Fuck you!" But all you had to do was just take a single line, one day you had never done before. You didn't know that was going to turn into a 10-year journey to turn you into a basehead, nigga. Like real shit, bro.
Yep, it's that slow turning of the temperature up just a little bit. Just put you in the water when things are nice and cool, when you're nice and comfortable. One little thing go by, another little thing go by, another thing go by, and there's nothing to tell you what the temperature of the water is, and this shit's just getting hot. You're just like, I'm okay. It's getting hotter. Like, I'm all right. This is getting hotter. Kendrick Lamar said we're going to be all right, so we're going to be all right.
We're going to be all right. Dead.
Yo, it is just like, all right. So what's like one of the damn things is like if, like, how does like it's like frog? I swear to God, it's like if you look at life right now, society, and there, especially online, and you look at it, it's like frogs in the pot, and then your life is just going to shit, and somebody's just fucking miserable and stuff like that. And it's just everything, all your accumulated experiences, it's either raise the temperature up in your life to where it's about to be scolding hot, and you just sitting there cooking, but you like, I've been in the water for a while, I think this should feel normal and stuff like that, and you just sitting there just cooking, right? You getting cooked, and then next thing you know, before you know, the water's boiling, you look around at your life and your shit is fried up. It's like fuck, and you then you've been there so long, you don't know how to get the fuck out the pot.
Yeah, bro. Like it's yeah, exactly. So it's like there's a lot of different ways to to kind of look at this, but let me give you guys another example. So I won't go to relationships yet, but I can. I can always turn something into relationships.
I know he's gonna fuck it. I was like,
but I'm not gonna go there first. Okay, so how about the phrase "give an inch, they take a mile" kind of thing?
Yep.
So for example, you start at a job, and you have a manager that at first you get hired on the job, you're doing a job, and then every now and then. This is kind of how sexual harassment starts, but every now and then the manager will just say something like passive aggressive or something. Maybe he's just a dick. He's one of those people that displaces his anger or something like that. But he just says something passive aggressive to you, and you don't say anything about it. And then all of a sudden, like a month or two later, you realize that he's turned you into his dumpster for all of his aggression.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime he's mad, he's just like, right, what the fuck are you doing?
I'll be like, first off, nigga, you better pick a different last name, change your goddamn tone. I'll punch you in the throat.
Yeah, but like
you will get fucked up, and I will take your wallet, your credit cards. I will run up your shit before I'm done.
But he started off and it's just like, yeah, I don't think you tightened that screw tight enough. You know, he starts off cool. He starts off cool, and it's little bit by little bit until 6 months later, this nigga is calling you out your name, bro. Like
for that situation, it'd be like if it's like as a man, especially as manly, I mean, as we are, it's like I would sense aggression, and then it would just be like, I'll look at him, and it's just like as a man-to-man thing, and if he doesn't realize he's about to fuck up, and I'll just stare at his ass. I'm like, he's stupid.
Right.
Here's a screwdriver.
Right.
Tighten this motherfucker up. You say it needs to be tight more? Tighten it.
I really only had one occurrence like that at a job where like this dude was just a dick to everybody, but like one day like he crossed the line, like he was trying to talk like I was a fucking idiot, trying to make an example out of me in front of like the entire fucking office type shit, and then like I didn't say anything over to him, but I was like shaking, and somebody was just like, "Yo, what's wrong?" I'm just like, "I'm about to swing on this nigga. I don't give a fuck about this job that bad, bro." Like, and then it was to the point because I was a good worker. So that nigga got swarmed by all the other type of management and shit. They're like, you need to fucking leave. Because they knew, like, it's so hard to get me to that point. I don't know why you're so good at it, but it's so hard to get me to the point of fucking snapping, bro. Like, it's so hard, bro. So it's like, so they were just like, oh no, this guy's a problem. They made this nigga go into anger management classes and all type of shit. He had to give me a formal apology and shit. Like because I'm over there just like, I'm really about to fight this nigga because he think I'm fucking stupid. I ain't no bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. I had a similar experience like that too. It's like, so we had this dude named T at my one of my old jobs, right?
Yeah.
And T was like that. He was just known for being a dick. And then I was like, all right, T, cool, whatever. All right. Then one day I'm sitting over the mode, and he said something to me like, hey, we got a meeting, but he says it in a way, and he just says it with a tone like that little asshole's tone. And I was in the mood for that shit. Mm-hmm. And he said it. And it was like funny because we was doing a transition because I was like the graveyard shift and the morning shift was there, and we was getting off the mode and shit. He was like, yeah, he's like, we got a meeting down there. Like, just said it to me in such a way, and I was like, I will.
Put his dick on the table type shit.
I was like, I will fuck you up, Tony. I didn't even mean to say his damn name. I was like, I will fuck you up, Tony. It was like the fucking morning supervisor. They were right there. The whole morning crew and their supervisors and their manager was right there. And then Tony was just like, oh shit, let me get the fuck out of here. It's like,
yeah.
And then cool. Then one day I get this like la di da di da. Hey Mark, we need to talk to you in the office real quick. It's like, all right, what's up? HR was there. Hey, we heard there was an incident there, and then it's like something said is like you're a gangbanger. I was like, no. I was like, first off, this
He's never been a gangbanger. I can attest to that. I know.
Or like he's like, oh yeah, because I remember I said that, and the dude on the side of me, this other kid, he's like, man, he's like, Mark about to shoot up this place. Oh, and so they was like, did you say you're gonna shoot up this place? I was like,
so niggas are just spreading rumors and shit.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was I was like, I didn't say that. That's Greg that said that as a joke. I was like, what I said was, Tony, I will fuck you up. And I said, I was like, just point blank like that. I'm not, what the fuck out of here? Like, what? I'm about to just sit there like, nah, I didn't say, like, yeah, I said, Tony, I will fuck you up. And it was like, yeah, we get a lot of complaints about Tony's attitude and stuff like that. But ever since that day, Tony fixed his attitude. We became real close. Like,
That nigga didn't want the smoke for real, bro. Like that's that Chihuahua syndrome, bro. Like just be barking because that nigga's small as fuck. Like he not even like even be physically small, but like mentally in his mind, that's a small nigga and he's overcompensating.
but it was just
for
like,
these deficiencies in his life.
I'm like, immediately, like, I'm checking, like, of course, like, it went by a little bit at a time, that temperature just turning up enough, and it's like,
See,
well,
you jumped out the fucking pot, nigga. You're like, fuck that. I ain't getting burned, nigga.
like, no, I ain't about to be sitting there just where you feel comfortable enough to come at me with shit like this, like you lost your damn mind. I'm like, do I talk to you like that? No, you don't. Do I yell at you like that? No, you don't. Do I take that tone with you like that? No, you don't. Do I give you the proper respect and the polite and courteousness that you deserve, right? Yes, you do. Okay, then why the fuck would you come at me like that, like you done lost your goddamn mind? Why would you come up to anybody and do that shit like that? Are you out of your mind? You're slowly cooking your own self in a pot to where everybody else eventually is just going to just fucking sabotage you just a little bit at a time. Your ass is in this pot, and how you treat people is how much that temperature either rises or decreases. You keep treating people like shit, people just gonna turn up that temperature. This shit, you don't even know. Like, you just slowly cooking. You think you got in control of your whole damn environment. It's like, yeah, I'm being a dick. Everybody avoids me, or they do what the fuck I say, or they just kind of shrimp in front of me. And it's like, all you're doing right now is turning up the temperature and putting yourself in a cooking pot. And one these motherfuckers gonna broil your ass, and
Exactly.
you don't even know when. It's gonna be a flash broil at that.
Yeah, big facts. And like I like the fact that like you put it on the other side because like yes, he's the one turning up the temperature on his own life. Because like this is the reason why people in high positions of power like even do you remember what happened with was it Doc the Bounty Hunter that did that? No, there's somebody like that where it's like they were getting told yes so many times to everything that he said. This nigga thought that he can go on the cruise, throw his wife overboard. She dies, obviously. She was never found. And then he came back, and then he just thought that people were going to accept his story. There's a full investigation done. It turned out this nigga killed his wife. You know what I mean?
He's like, what? I'm going to prison? What?
Yeah.
You don't believe me? Everybody believes me.
Everybody listens to me.
I'm that
Everybody
damn
just does
good.
whatever I say. Why don't you believe me?
And now your ass is cooked, dead.
like, this nigga said, wait, how do you do the frog song?
Ribbit, dumbass,
Stupid. Wait. I always keep hitting that.
You stupid.
There we go. And but yeah, bro, because it's like that's the reason why, like, you know, even like gang activities, the same thing. You keep getting away with shit, and then one day you make a mistake, and then you're dead. You know what I mean? Like me, when I was a kid, I had a problem with like stealing shit, right? And I got away with this so many times that I started getting reckless, and just
You didn't check the temperature of that water. You just sitting there.
nope. And
It's like, shit hot right now. Let me check my thermometer. Yep, I need to cool the fuck down. Let me stop doing what I'm doing.
it was literally summer, and I came into a King Soopers wearing a big ass winter coat because it had like 16 pockets on it. And I went into that store and stole so much shit. But that was the day that I didn't realize that the water temperature was too high. And they're just like, they stopped me at the door like, really? Like, they're like, empty all your pockets. I'm telling you, every pocket I had was full of shit, bro. Like, and, and like, but I wind up actually still getting it. They're like, is that everything? And I'm just like, yeah, but I still kept like a couple things, but because they didn't pat me down. But yeah, like it's because like I got desensitized to the potential risk because I'd never been caught. But then as soon as I did get caught, I mean, you know, shout out to my father. That was an epic ass beating. That's the one that I was telling you about before. When he beat me awake, I was asleep and then he beat me awake, nigga. Like, like, bro. That was what happened with that shit. And like, so, you know, that pretty, for the most part, cured my thievery.
I just had a thought. I think, though, one of the other reasons why your daddy just beat the shit out of you even more He said, you going there and stealing shit is telling motherfuckers I don't provide for my children enough to feed them and have them full at night. It's telling me that I'm a shit ass father and a fucking husband because I get my kids gotta goddamn still well.
Help me. Help me.
That's what it is, you know. But like also, you know, I like the phrase that says, fathers keep sons out of jail and daughters off the pool. You know, and if he didn't beat me as bad as he did, I'm sure the police would have had a field day doing the same. Man. And then me being a super small nigga at the time, I probably would have got beat up in prison too. So, yeah, you know, shout out. Like, but yeah, like, I guess that's one example. Like, okay, so. What was,
yeah. So
for you,
yeah, we can keep going on track like that because it's like when criminals, like when studying cybersecurity and shit like that, and all these fucking hacking stories, like eventually the motherfuckers get caught. Like any criminal enterprise, motherfuckers is like, I'm like, I sit there and even I look at it now, I was like, how much fucking money do you gotta make? It's like that Lil Wayne line when he says, you know, too much money ain't enough money. You know, the feds listening, nigga, what money? He's like, I'm like, first off, I have a number in my head. I ever hit that number, it's like, I mean, if I'm ever doing a legal activity, something like that, or if I'm doing a legal activity,
allegedly,
and I hit this number in my head, I'm stopping. I don't give a fuck how much more money I leave on the table.
I got a number in my head.
It's like Rick Ross, like, man, I sold hundreds of millions of dollars, like the real Ricky Ross. Shout out to Rick Ross too. It's like, man, yo, you make music for hustlers, man. Like, fuck that. Your music inspires me. Just work hard, grind smarter. So you're part of that hustler mentality. So shout out to Rick Ross and shout out to Freeway Ricky Ross. But it's like, I'd have made enough money. You telling me I'd have made at that? You told me, well, somebody be like, yeah, man, I've been counting my money. Got 4.5 mil. It's like, oh, I got another mil coming in. Y'all have just the fucking peered.
Yeah.
I'd have been in somewhere in a random town in Canada in a house with that money for 10 years, chilling. Y'all have been like, where'd he go? I think he died. They assassinated him. We gonna continue selling this shit. We gonna continue making this money. FBI, bitch, get on the motherfucking floor. FBI, open up. Motherfuckers be like, it was all good just a week ago in prison and shit. And I'm like, yep, motherfuckers got greedy. You get you enough and you get the fuck out. You just do what you need to do to get you enough and you get out and transition to something else. That's how I would do it if I was a goddamn criminal. But I'm a law-abiding citizen here, so I'm willing to work the hard way path and just get the slow dough and grow and expand upon my skills in order to get that highest fucking rated salary, start off with and then branch off to my own business out using all my experiences from my years of working. Like,
hell yeah, I agree with that, man.
Because I'm not. Oh, it's like that's an idea. People are like, I'm gonna start a business. I'm like,
okay,
what business? What business? Some chicks. I hate this shit. I be just really just want to just take a chick on a cruise and just throw the bitch off the boat like that dude did. Every time I hear, I sell eyelashes. Get out! Okay. Get out my face!
You realize that that only works here in America. That shit can only possibly work here.
Let me drop your ass off in fucking Peru. Try to sell some eyelashes there.
Yeah.
But I was like for me, like I'm not starting a business yet. Me trying. Well, we doing like the podcast, getting better with this and everything like that. But I'm using my past experiences from all my work experiences, all my life knowledge first to figure out how to combine all that shit that I ever learned, all the things I ever knew. After a certain point, and then because at that point you already know there's a need in the market. There's a need for people. They have a need, and you fulfill that need. You can make money. That's what it is to be in business. It's not to sell motherfucking eyelashes, makeup, lip kits, and lip balm and dumb shit like that, and fucking stupid ass fucking lingerie. I mean, if you selling that shit because women are the buyers, or the beauty industry is just purely women, and they make a killing. So
really do.
Shout out to the dude that's on top of that shit. That motherfucker just like.
Well, the thing is that like something like that just isn't very practical. It's not okay. So let's put it this way. Yeah, that's why I say it can really only work like a place like here is because you know we both know that like the world can literally flip overnight, right? And there could be a solar flare, like there could be war that happens, and all those cosmetic beauty products will become completely irrelevant when you're living in a fucking dystopian wasteland where only real skills matter. Mm-hmm. Can you build? Can you create technology? Can you fix things? Like you know what I mean?
Can you negotiate?
Can you grow something? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, negotiation. Can you fight? You know what I mean? Like the real things that actually keep the world going. Like all these other possibilities and ventures are secondary. They're supplementary. They're like icing on the cake. You know what I mean? Like just like the icing on their face. And
Like,
so
no real world applicability.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, but it's cool. It's like, but y'all think because somebody else do it, it just seems popular. I'm just sitting there. I really.
Do you know how many bitches told me that they sell Dior, and then all these bitches still broke years and years later? It's fucking stupid.
Man, I would like to give a shout out to the strippers that stripped, made a shit ton of money, and then got made to a certain point and was able
Cardi
to
B.
transition out of the game, set themselves up for success, at least stability. Set themselves up for stability, not success. I'll say set themselves up for stability, worked out their life, and then got out of the game at the right moment. Didn't get greedy, didn't get an ego out of it, and got out of the game and, you know, lived a regular, healthy, happy life. And nobody even knew she was a stripper if they did, but she did it in a respectable way, and she became, you know, had a stable, good life. Shout out to those very rare few individuals. It's an equivalent of that is shout out to those rare few individuals who used to sell drugs. They made it just enough, and they got the fuck out the game, bought themselves a barbershop. Now they cut hair. It's like, yep, I own my shop. I worked hard at them air fryers, you know, cooking them fries and shit. You were a cook? It's like, in a way I was.
Yeah, I was cooking something. But yeah, like, well, I think the reason why, like, you know, strippers and, you know, ex-drug dealers, it's so difficult to get out the game because, like, I have a little bit of experience. I'm not gonna say I was ever some kind of fucking kingpin or anything like that. But what you realize is that there's fast money, fast clout, easy vagina.
And all that shit is all it's really doing is just
Turning up the temperature.
Just
bro.
turning up the temperature.
Yeah, you're gonna make a mistake at some point. That's why there's no peace. Like you have to answer the door with a pistol in your hand because you don't know if somebody's gonna try to rob you. You know, what I mean? And like so, it's just it's difficult to get out because it's almost like playing life on easy mode. But every level that you are in that easy mode is like you're you have no health. Like you're at 1 HP the whole time, and like but. You technically are on God mode, but like you have so many abilities to like you can kill all the enemies, but if one nigga happens to slip through and hit you one time, you're dead.
Man,
like you know what I mean? Like it's a weird thing.
It's like if your life is going easy, just something's going easy, right? I get cautious as soon as it starts seeming like it's easy, and it's if it's going smooth. There's a difference, but if it just seems like it's too easy, it's like coding, right? Everything I'm coding, I'm hitting, and it's like going in. Yep, no red signs, no red flags, anything like that. And this is like it'll be going so good, like things be going so good. I'll pause and be like, whatever I'm doing, usually I'll be like, I have to grab somebody else. I'm like, watch me doing what the fuck I'm doing here. Check over my previous work over here. Something's off. Something feels off. This shit is too damn easy. And then usually that's like somebody check my shit or I'm explaining it to them. And then maybe there's something that I'm fucking missing that's going to be a fucking catastrophe down the line if I don't check it right here. It's like doing jujitsu. Like if I develop bad habits in my early white belt years and I never correct those issues during my fucking higher belt levels, I'm going to get fucked up by the time I get the black belt because I didn't. That issue was still there. Yeah. It's like the same, like that's what my coach is, like principal is on, he's like when we coach, teaching each other shit and we're practicing, it's like to correct those issues immediately because he asked a guy before a priest, he said, what's the greatest sin that you could commit? And he said, priest said, is to see something and not say something. So it's like you see the motherfucker just, that water starting to get a little bit of steam and this motherfucker's in the pot still and he goes, Greg, do you know this is getting a little hot in there? And Nelly is nowhere near here.
No, it's okay, man.
Do you know a chick with a hole in the basement? All right, Greg. All right, I'll let you know that the temperature's just getting a little bit warm. All right, man. All right, you want to stay in there? Cool. All of a sudden,
No, I'm chilling, bro.
Greg's like, got blisters and shit. Yo, man, why didn't you tell me? Motherfucker, I told you when you started sweating.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't realize when you were perspiring, nigga, like that maybe the temperature was going up a little bit. But that's how it is, man. And like I was talking about this with somebody the other day, and you know, it's the skills. Ironically, like the same ability to high perform, especially in men, that makes you great is the same thing that's going to be your downfall. because your ability to take risk and then and embrace the power that you're feeling in that moment is the exact thing that causes most people to, like, for example, stay in the boxing game too long. And then like poor Muhammad Ali, oh man, he got ripped the fuck up at the end of his career. He just stayed in too long, man. And that happens to a lot of fighters. Like, it's because like you're trying to reclaim those glory days, and because the temperature is already high and you don't realize it, you don't realize there's an ass whooping coming that's gonna make you like almost damn near take away from your legacy, because like you were great until you fought this nigga who's young and hungry and desperate, and you didn't realize that you got soft. Shout out to Rocky 3. You got civilized, Rock. You know what I mean? Like, that's the worst thing you can do as a fighter is become civilized. Like, you now have the cars, the clothes, the money, the women, the properties, the
comfort. There's nothing that turns up that temperature so slowly on you. Like,
comfort is so dangerous, bro.
And luxury. Like, if you have to, it's like sitting there. It's like I was listening to Andrew Tate shit. One of his things, like, it's like, motherfucker, I don't give a shit about if I'm sad in the morning. I got shit to goddamn do. And sadness is a thing of comfort. I think like being sad, depressed, is like a thing.
How do you have time to be sad if you're constantly busy?
Yeah, I got shit to do. I'm like, I'm sad, but fuck that. I gotta still get up, put my work boots on. Okay, take my work boots off, put my pants on, put my socks on, then put my work boots on. Don't forget to put my shirt, brush my damn teeth, get out, grab my shit, and go out the door and go handle business. It's like I feel like I feel it, and then it's just like, but it's not gonna do anything for me. It's not gonna do. It's like if I sit there and I allow it, and I just feel it or some shit like that, and it just stops me from doing what I need to do, then that's me turning up the temperature, just slowly cooking myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like that's one of the main reasons why I like to stay busy, is because I don't have enough time to worry about unnecessary bullshit. If I'm if I constantly, like, if I have to go to work, and then I have a bunch of stuff outside of work where it's like, okay, well, I gotta get that done, gotta get that done, gotta get that done, and it's all because I've set like these goals in the future, and it's like, okay, so I'm constantly striving for something, and I can understand if I'm feeling bad because I'm being lazy. That makes sense. Is because your brain is saying, nigga, get back on your shit. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, I need to get back on my shit. I can accept those feelings, but it's just like being sad about a previous relationship. Being sad about like, oh, well, you know, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. It's just like, nigga, instead of sitting there wishing, how about you just go ahead and get your ass to work, come up with some kind of plan, save money, and then like you'll be able to look at yourself in the mirror just a little bit better every
I don't say
day.
save money, invest money.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, the reason why I say save is to, like, you know, put it towards things, because like I'm going off of like the average dude does not have a lot of disposable income.
Fuck no.
So they're gonna have to, like, you have to save for a while to like get to the next level. Like, you have to work extra hard,
That reminds me.
save for long periods of time, and then you can put big lumps of money into bigger things that'll enhance you for the next step.
Hold on, let me drop one of Clue's bombs for one of the most disciplined person than ever saving him that I've known. Shout out to E.
He doesn't save?
Fuck yeah, E. E is disciplined.
Well, that's what I was saying. I thought that he was actually really good at saving.
God, E is disciplined. Disciplined, like, fuck. I'm looking at our stat charts, like E's discipline, and then it's like the perfect balance of his discipline, and then it's all the way the fuck over there, and his motherfucking wild boyness is all the way the fuck over there too. I'm like,
he had two maxed out stats, and everything else is kind of supplementary.
man, fucking, but yeah, it's like almost getting off track there because my brain just started.
Well, yeah. I was talking about the idea of, like, you know, you don't have time to be upset.
Oh, no,
you don't
hell
have
no.
time to be depressed. If
Nope.
you set goals for yourself, and then you become hyper fixated on those goals, there's no like even if you do feel sad, you're able to turn that energy into something else. Like you can.
Oh
like,
yeah, because
your brain
it is energy.
It's energy. So
Sa-
like what you do is just like, I'm only upset because I'm not where I want to be.
Or like
So I need to work extra hard.
I'm sitting in the gym's like, I'm sad. It could have been so much better.
If you turn that into anger, yeah.
Fuck this.
I always have my best gym sessions after arguing with the girl, because I can't fight them physically, so I fight the weights and just like fuck this. Like I'm just like, why is this weight so light? Why is this weight way lighter than it normally is? Oh, it's because I want to fight a bitch. You know,
Oh
like,
man. Oh shit. Like I don't even want to get into a relationship just yet. It's like, cause it's like, man, what else is like was something that you just slowly cooking yourself at? Especially, okay, the way you talk to yourself. We'll go with that.
Self-talk. Yeah.
This way you talk to yourself inside of your own skull is definitely a way of raising the temperature up on yourself and sitting there just, man, maybe I'm not good enough. That little self-doubt feeling or some shit like that. All you're doing is turning the temperature up on yourself and you're just cooking yourself right
Every
there.
time you accept it.
I mean, now don't go be like, I'm the greatest in the world. I'm like, actually, do that shit. Tell yourself that shit and then go put in the work. You got to figure out, and it's like, I'm the greatest in the world. You go out the door and the world's like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
and then it's like, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, I'm the greatest in the world. And then you go like 2 seconds outside the door, then you get slapped with reality. It's like, all right, go back inside. I'm the greatest in the world. Next thing you know, it's like 7 seconds go by. It's like, okay, I'm getting closer to being the greatest in the world, but our reality hitting me in the face. And the first time was 1 second, third time was 3, now it's 8 seconds. I'm up to 8 seconds before the world punches me in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, what was it? Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, no, it was Mike Tyson. Oh, I think I know what you're about to say there.
well, I was gonna say like I'm the greatest.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I thought you were gonna
that's-
say
that,
everybody.
that was one of his catchphrases.
Oh, okay, Muhammad Ali is the greatest. I had a different boxing
Like,
reference.
I am the greatest, and like, and he would constantly say that. But at the same time, while he was saying that, this nigga was in the gym for tons of hours every day, training his fucking ass off, bro. Like he was already he had been in a ton of unprofessional fights, and then like a shit ton of professional fights, beating the shit out of niggas, and then still training. And this nigga can basically do anything he wants. He became a public influence on top of a boxer, and so yeah, that nigga was the greatest in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like every time he went to the ring, I am the greatest. I am the greatest. And then he beat a nigga up. Yep, I'm still the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. But yeah, like having that type of internal self-talk, like, but I'm glad that you made your metaphor that way, is because the world is quick to tell you, especially as a guy, nah, nigga, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can have that thought in your head. It's like, I'm the greatest, and then life will be like, nah. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, can I become better? What winds up happening is if somebody has internal self-talk that's even super positive like that, what'll happen is, like, there can be incongruence that happens. Which is like, oh, no, I'm the greatest. Life says no. No, I'm still the greatest. No. I'm the greatest. And life is like, no. And then what winds up happening is like, you become a pathological liar to yourself. You create your own internalized delusion of reality. And like people are just like, bro, like, you can improve in these areas. And what are you talking about? It says, no, I'm the greatest. And then all of a sudden, that nigga get killed because he think he can fight a nigga that he can't fight. You know what I mean? Like,
That gave me a good idea. It's like, all right, so we've been talking about how you're raising your temperature and you're just cooking yourself and then you're dead. Now, what about lowering your temperature? Then you lower it down to a point so much that that it freezes. Now, if you were to be frozen, is that as bad as being cooked dead, or is it like, do you got to maintain the balance of keeping the temperature at room temperature, or just, matter of fact, it's got to be cold enough to where you got to force your body to move. You got to I got to move, otherwise man, if I don't start moving these muscles and start warming up my body, I'm going to fucking die of hypothermia from this shit. So can you freeze yourself into place? So bringing heat to yourself is one way of negative self-talk, or letting the world beat you the fuck up or some shit, or Tony telling you there's a meeting and you don't really like this nigga's motherfucking tone.
I think cold would be apathy. Like the complete not giving a fuck about anything. You know, like if you're cold to something, that means that like you have no interest or desire.
Ooh, that reminds me. So what, like, there's a difference. Like we took science classes. Like what happens when things are heated up?
The molecules expand,
And they're just rapidly.
and then rapidly moving. Yeah.
Now, what happened when things get cold?
Molecules constrict, and then they stop their movement. They start moving slower.
And what happens if you get constricted and you slow your movement?
You stop moving. If you're a creature that has a circulatory system, then you die. You freeze to death.
So, what things will make a motherfucker, like, you in a pot now? Just because you in a pot doesn't mean that thing has to be hot. Motherfuckers be putting ice cubes in that shit. Just, matter of fact, they take the pot, they put it in the freezer.
Somebody who gets lost in their own depression or negative self-talk to the point of where they can't move. Because that was the one thing when I was dealing with depression. That was the most detrimental, is because you can literally I had so much negative self-talk that I would literally just be sitting in a room staring at a wall, hearing nothing but complete, just shitting on myself. And then all of a sudden, it's just I've been sitting here for hours, frozen. Just frozen. I didn't even move. All I was just going through was all the negative scenarios that could possibly be in my head, just beating me deeper and deeper into my own brain. I was not even moving. I'm staring at a fucking wall, not doing anything.
So the water's getting colder, and you ain't
cold,
moving around.
And I was getting frozen. And I'm just like, oh shit, I haven't moved in 3 hours. like that's the difference, is because like if you're at least self-aware enough to take a look at your mental state, you're just like, fuck, I haven't even moved. Mm-hmm. That at least I kept doing that shit, and that's when I came up with all type of little catchphrases for myself. Like, okay, I spiraled. Like, I fell down a whole spiral staircase, and if I didn't stop myself and grab a rail, then I was gonna keep falling down further. Mm-hmm. You know, but at least I caught myself here. That was the hypothermia. I could have froze to death, because the ultimate freezing to death with depression is you shoot yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, go fuck that. I'll shoot me from a different universe. Yeah, not me here. You got me fucked up. That's the only way.
Shout out to Jelly and the One.
Yeah, that's the only way I killed myself, is a universal hole gap came through. The other me came through. And we looked at each other. It was on sight. And I was the one.
Only be one.
Yeah, you got me fucked up. Billie Jean's, yeah, I am the one, motherfucker. She knew it was me.
Q says, I'm king. I'm nobody's bitch. You.
My bit. you. It goes. Like that.
Papa Roach, yeah.
That, yo, fuck that.
Suffocation, no breathing, don't give a fuck if I come arm bleeding.
That motherfucker went to work at that end scene, was whooping ass. Shout out to Papa Roach. And it's like, oh yeah, shout out to Papa Roach. He got that one song, "Don't Swerve in My Lane." Like, oh, that shit was cold. But like, all right, so back to like, all right. So you remember Dante's Inferno, right?
The legend or the game?
I mean,
or both.
The story really of Dante's Inferno. I don't give a shit about the game.
I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
All right. What was the hottest place in hell? What was the hottest circle?
The highest one.
What was the first circle anyway?
I can't remember.
Can you pull it up?
The whole all the definitions, but like, if I'm not mistaken, as you get deeper, hell has less heat, but there is different consequences or something like that.
Wait, check out. See, type in what was the hottest level in hell in Dante's Inferno. Because, you know, you're bringing up that part. Like, since hot, it brings heat. You got to move. Shit sucks. It's boiling as fuck. We're all not frogs. Like, I've been to a sauna. Like, you go to a sauna or you in a tub, you should be able to feel that temperature just start increasing. If you're able to adjust the thermostat of that shit, you'd be like, oh, fuck.
This is saying the sixth circle of hell is the hottest.
Really? Wait, what is the sixth circle of hell anyway?
Their punishment is to spend eternity inside of tombs that are encased in flames. Since these souls did not follow the path towards eternal life, they are entombed forever. The more severe the person's heresy, the hotter the flames.
Like, heresy as in what, against Christ?
God.
Oh, I mean, I thought it'd be like against life. Like,
there's 9 circles of hell.
Fuck.
In Dante's Inferno.
Oh, but the sixth one is the hottest.
Yeah, it says the 6th one is the hottest according to what I'm reading.
Let's see. First, second, third. Go to the sixth. Six.
It says we have to.
The sixth circle of hell contains the souls of those who were guilty of heresy. Heresies holding beliefs contrary to those taught by orthodox theology such as Christianity. I mean, somebody be like, well, I'm not religious, and that could be a bad thing. It's like, it's not. I mean, religion is just putting all that shit.
It's an allegory, bro.
Just putting all that shit together, codifying it. It's like, all right, this is like that, da. But usually, the tenets of Christianity is don't be a dick or a cunt.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it boils down to, right?
Yeah, and it's like, just be a decent fucking human being. That's all it's saying. It's like, be a decent human being, and you should be cool. But, you decided not to be a human being? Put him in the casket.
I got a better one, or another one here for the 6th circle.
Torch the gasoline and light a match and just like, boom.
Okay, so the 6th circle, heresy.
All right.
So
See,
they all have a different one. So,
right. Right. Read heresy real quick. What's that one?
okay, heresy. So when reaching the sixth circle of hell, and Virgil sees heretics who are condemned to eternity in flaming tombs. Here, Dante talks with a couple of Florentines, Farinita, Delgi Uberti, and Cal Cavante.
We don't know
he
none of
also,
the motherfuckers.
okay, yeah, that's okay. It's not giving us any more detail. Fuck it.
Okay. Well, never mind. I guess. All right. Well, that's the sixth hottest circle of hell in Dante's Inferno. Now, the coldest one is the last one. Let's go to that one. Cause I know, cause that's the one where the fucking devils.
Treachery. Okay, ninth circle of hell is divided into 4 rounds according to the seriousness of the sin. Though all residents are frozen in an icy lake, those who committed more severe sin are deeper within the ice. Each of the 4 rounds are named after the individual who personifies the sin. The first round is named Cana, after Cain, who killed the brother of Abel.
Bitch.
Round 2 is Antinera, after the interior of Troy, who was Priam's counselor during the Trojan War. Round 3 was named Ptolemy, whatever. Ptolemy, son of
Fuck 'em.
Abubus.
We don't care.
Round 4 was named Judicera, after Judas, who basically betrayed Jesus.
All right.
So the coldest circle of hell is the ninth circle, and people are frozen in a lake of ice.
And yes, for traitors.
Treachery.
Yeah. So shit. I mean, between heresy. All right. What's the definition of heresy again? Let's look up the actual definition.
So heresy. Off the top of my head, if I'm not mistaken, heresy is like what's the word? Mutiny. You know, like you're a betrayer to the order, and you lead a charge against the order. So like, the devil in the Bible would have been a heretic. Hold on, I'll look up the actual definition.
All right. I mean the order. Oh, I mean the order. I mean the order of what? Like first, I was like, somebody look at me like you're a heretic. You're not associated with any church. I'm like, go fuck yourself. The Bible says just be a decent person. You fuck.
Belief or opinion contrary to the orthodox religious, especially Christian doctrine. So
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, I'll probably be, man, fuck that shit. Yeah, I'm glad I said that shit. That's why I sprinkled a little bit of Johnny Storm on top of my King the Conqueror there, because it says the second definition, opinion profoundly at odds with what is generally accepted. Now, what is generally accepted is not exactly the most pragmatic option there is.
Slavery was legal in this country at first.
That was generally accepted.
Generally accepted as a bitch, nigga. Like,
And then you know what else
people
is
are
generally
still mad
accepted?
that it's gone. There's some niggas still mad it's gone.
Like, you wasn't even alive, motherfucker. You wouldn't even had any benefit of it all. Fuck off. And it's like,
Well, I'll tell you what I would have did with one of my slaves. Would have put his head in the toilet.
Sir, can I introduce you to my gasoline-soaked casket here? Just hop right in, test it out.
Wow, it has like the number 6 just carved into it on every part.
We're just trying. You're a test technician. We're just trying to figure out if it's hot enough. Okay, just let us know when the temperature gets too hot.
This is our prototype. We need human trials at this point. Like, don't worry, you're gonna be paid handsomely.
I'm not a hair piece of shit. Anyway, like, and then, oh yeah, generally accepted shit like that. Like, nah, like, cause at one point the generally accepted thing was what? The Earth was flat, and the motherfucker said, "No, it's not," and they said, "Kill him." Galileo.
Was he killed for that?
Galileo. Yes.
I do know it did take a long time before before it was widely accepted that the world was round, but I didn't know he died for that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
it's just like, huh, fool! How dare you think that the world is? Okay, all right. Okay, well, I mean, it's interesting because there's the Flat Earth Society that exists today. There's a whole society of people who believe the Earth is flat.
So you mean we have unlimited test technicians to figure out if our caskets are hot enough after being soaked in gasoline? I'm just playing.
I don't know if unlimited is the number or the way I described it, but
I mean, if you believe that, you're a fucking idiot. But it's okay. You're able to believe what you want to believe. So it'll be I'll be a fucking heresy if I'm sitting there just condemning you as a person. Like, you don't deserve. I hate that shit. That reminds me of another thing. I hate when people get mad at somebody else or the world or some shit. They like, that person should have lived. That person should die. Like, man, who the fuck are you? I'm like, Who the hell are you?
The only way that I say that type of stuff is if somebody sucks at driving, and I say all the time, I'm like, this person should not have a license.
Okay, we'll
That's
say
all
a
I
license. Okay,
that's all I
okay.
say. Like, I'm just like, he deserves to die, this piece of shit. No, it's just like, you should not be behind the wheel of a 2,500-pound death machine, because in your hands, that's what's gonna fucking happen, and somebody's going to die. At least one person's gonna die. And even then, I don't say that you deserve death. But okay, here's the only thing I have about the flat Earth thing, is that because most people are just like, I don't believe, they don't. A lot of people, there's so many conspiracy theories that have become true, that I can understand the mindset of not believing anything that they've been taught. I can get that, which is why years and years ago, even before I even considered this, like, NASA literally had on their website, they had an open sign up form for any people that want to be part of the next space program. I signed up for that shit. Mm-hmm. And because the difference between me and most people who are contrarian on that is that, like, yo, I want to see it for myself. Shoot me into space, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what the Earth is like actually from space. Then I'll be able to come back and tell people that shit's flat as a bitch. Or nah, it's definitely a fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to see it. That's the only reason why, like, I give like 1%. I give some understanding to people who can believe in flat Earth, is because, like, you don't know unless you're an astronaut and you actually left orbit and you got to see the Earth. You don't know. People are just guessing.
Oh, I have the International Space Station app over here where we can just look at the Earth and shit as it's like rotating and the space.
Well, yeah, but they use fisheye lenses. That's the issue.
That's fucking. I mean, it's first off, that is gangster that we can do this shit. Just look at this shit. Just look at it. It's right. Oh shit, it's over Asia right now. It's like directly above. Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, that is fucking dope as shit. Look at that.
Yeah,
look.
bro. Yeah, like I used to have like a pretty decent telescope. And like, yeah, like you would spot like the fucking space station just like floating by sometimes, or like random satellites and shit.
That shit is amazing. Somebody be like, that's heresy. I'm like, see, that's why you're not remembered in history.
Well,
Paul.
back in 1400s, maybe that was heresy, nigga. Like,
Fuck them. I'm like, you're just an idiot.
Bro, even the Sumerians, one of the oldest civilizations that we know about, they're just like, nah, we're a planet going around the sun. Here's how many planets are in our solar system. We're a part of a galaxy. The Sumerians do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why people are like, oh no, it's aliens and all type of stuff, because there's no way they could have known and blah blah blah. But like, they were like accurate as fuck, bro. And that was over 7,000 years ago.
Man, kind of reminds me, like, why do we got pyramids in Mexico and in Egypt? Like, first off, we're human.
Bro,
like, think about this. Like, we end up crafting the same shit all across civilizations in the beginning, earlier stages of human civilization, all across the world, and different fucking peoples, nations, whatever the fuck.
and
Like,
Africans were migrants. They traveled everywhere and brought their influence everywhere.
and it took a long time, but anyway, got it. But like, for instance, the perfect example is the bow and arrow. Every civilization had the bow and arrow.
Because they all came from one place, nigga. Like, Africans were chopping each other up and fucking going to war with each other. And then they went to other places, colonized these other places, like, tens of thousands of years ago.
I thought civilization, we've been around for, how long has civilization even been around for? 200,000 years?
Civilization?
Wait, we can
humans
Google
have
it.
definitely been around for around 200,000 years, maybe longer.
Wait, how?
But the civilizations that people like normally are talking about. See, Sumeria is one of the ones that we consider a modern civilization, and that was around 7,000 years ago. But they have found pyramids that carbon date to around 13.5 thousand years ago. Pyramids.
That's a fucking long time. And you sitting there, our lifetime is only, what, 78, 80 years?
Yeah, and there are
For you mortals, I'm gonna love you all.
Yeah, like there are pyramids found underwater off the coast of Japan that were carbon dated to over 13,000 years ago. And that's why they keep having to change the number, even with the pyramids of Giza, because apparently it showed that there was a giant-ass flood where even those bitches were fucking submerged underwater. So they have to keep changing their fucking their numbers, bro. Like, so it's like, me personally, I think that we've probably had multiple what we would call advanced civilizations, and either we blew each other up multiple times, or we kept getting hit by asteroids, or there was a doomsday viruses, or like I think we've probably been wiped out 5 or 6 times on this planet, and we just keep fucking recovering because there are too many symbols and like pieces of information that like they had to blame it on aliens, nigga. They just like, oh no, there's no way that these people could have known that it had to be extraterrestrials. And I'm like, nah. I think that we just keep killing ourselves over and over again because we're dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the heretic thing that we have is that's going on with us now is like we think now since we're the newest model that we must be the smartest.
Bro, you could be the best Toyota on the planet, but in front of the best Ferrari on the planet, you ain't shit. Like,
No, I thought you was gonna go somewhere. I thought you'd be like the newest Toyota on the planet, but like there's like a new Toyota, so the new 2022 Corolla.
2022.
And I got my 2001 Corolla. Yeah, it's a 2001. And these motherfuckers sitting over there. Something goes wrong. It's like the sensor is picking up a problem and it's not letting me start. Well, my car doesn't have all them damn sensors. It just goes, are we getting gas?
That's a good point.
Are we getting air? All right, spark. It shit's on fire. We're running. And it's like, I'm like, bye, bitch.
We're good. And then that engine will absolutely outlast the newer engines. 1,000%. They were built to last.
Little sensitive ass engines and shit. Well, I don't think my
Soy boy cars, man.
soy boy cars. But shit. Right now, okay, now, all right, we talked enough into it. Now we can finally just transition into, speaking of soy boy cars, and it's like the slowly cooking in the frog pot, or you're just letting yourself, like, get frozen in place because people throwing ice cubes, you ain't moving around, you ain't producing no movement, everything starts slowing down. When the thing starts slowing down, they start cooling down. And they cool down enough, it stops moving completely, and you go from a solid of liquid water, you just sitting there, splish splash. I was taking a bath and I'm freezing your ass off, and it's like, fuck, if I move too fast right now, my ball's gonna come off.
Like, yeah, just frozen in place, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's like Flash just took all of your fucking kinetic energy out of your body and you're perpetually frozen in time. And like, but yeah, like that's kind of what depression is, man. Like that's the best way I can describe it. Is that like,
How you tell a motherfucker to get out the damn water? Is like, it just, get out the pot, stupid!
well, let's put it this way. It's like that's the reason why like Andrew Tate had to say it the way he did. Is that like depression isn't real, and it's because like there's a society.
Well, therapists.
Well, yeah, and like but
Antidepressants.
here's the point that he made is that you can feel depressed, but being in a state of depression is a choice, and you find all type of reasons to justify the way that you're feeling. It's like you're fat and lonely and you're depressed. You're not
Or-
you're not fat and lonely because you're depressed. Like you're depressed because you're fat and lonely.
Or what if,
So
like,
it's like if you weren't fat, you feel better.
well, it's like a rapper's like, nobody listen to my shit. That's because they hate me, dog. Like, motherfuckers are too busy living their goddamn life. It's not that your shit ain't good. It's just that we got other shit going on over here than to worry about your goddamn mixtape and your ego with your goddamn chain and shit from the dollar store. It's like, if anything, yeah, okay, I was about, yeah, fuck that, I'm going on a rant. You know, yeah. Look, we ain't got time to worry about your shit unless your shit is inspiring like that, right? Like we did earlier. Shout out to Rick Ross. Like, you know.
Since you're gonna rant anyway.
I'm about to bust.
All right, go ready.
All right.
Go. Anyway, it's like if you're an artist over there and you think people don't like your damn music, man, you assume people don't like your music. Somebody may even say they don't like your music, but if you still getting about 30 plays and about 4 people say they don't like your shit, 26, your shit's been played about 26 times, enough times, and 4 people maybe like they played it all 6 times. I mean, all but 34, so 7 times, and 2 other people just played the shit and they liked it or whatever the fuck ever. I mean, you gotta take that. I mean, just because 4 motherfuckers don't like your shit doesn't mean it ain't good shit. It just got to be relatable to somebody's damn life. It's like when I listen to Rick Ross, or it was like Rick Ross or Jeezy, Jay-Z, just like, or like some Nipsey or some Dom Kennedy, and it's just like that motivation that gets me through the day to keep improving and keeping myself moving and not being frozen in a goddamn place in this pot. But also, I don't take it to enough to where I take it to the head and start believing this shit. Is like, when I come around, niggas better quiet shit down. Like, hold on, first off, nigga, no, like, first, I'm not that damn tough. I don't think I'm that damn tough. I got that much bravado or gravitas to be walking around to a place like, niggas better quiet. Everybody shut the fuck up. All right, y'all start talking again. I have to play. Okay, like nah, hell no, I ain't got no gravitas like that. But it's like it's the shit that gets me moving enough to where one, I don't get a super fucking ego to where I'm listening to the lyrics and think I'm hot shit, so think I'm on fire and stuff like that, or when it doesn't relate to me and I can't relate to it at all, and it's like I can't use it just to push me through the day, and it just needs to be at that right temperature. Like when you hear Jeezy's like, I got hustling on my resume. One thing you never hear hustler say is that he don't want to hustle no more. That's just at that right temperature to keep me moving, not this motherfucker. Like life is cold enough to keep the water at a cool temperature, but you hear that song, that shit gets you to fucking moving. Like I don't give a fuck how cold this water. I ain't dying of no hypothermia.
Okay. I mean, I didn't hear your entire rap based off of what you just said. Yeah, like, that's one of the reasons why, like, I mean, I don't listen to a lot of music right now in general, but, there's something about, like, driving or working out and listening to, like, rock music, because it just makes you angry. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it's just like, you know, basically what it translates into, white boy rage and I'm angry and sad! And, like that's basically what most of their songs translate into. And, like, but you know when you're pumping some weights, bro, you pulling some Disturbed. Like, this is the world we live in. And
or like you listening to Linkin Park and like Chester Bennington, he's like, you try to get the best of me, go away. You try to get the best of me, go away. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, like I wanna be with the enemy, not with the end. Like, nigga, fuck. Yo, RP to Chester Bennington, man, yo.
Yeah, shout out, bro. But yeah, man, like, I don't think, let's put it this way, like, I think things are changing now. I think a lot more people are starting to become more conscious and aware, especially of, like, the mental
how hot
states.
the water is.
Like, and especially with, like, these younger cats, bro. Like these younger, like these early 20-year-old, like, dudes out here.
Yeah.
But, like, bro, they are coming for the fucking crown right now, bro. Like,
I mean, what crown? I mean, I thought they were just wisening up. They're wisening up a lot earlier than we did.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. These niggas are moving fast as fuck, bro.
And it's like, did not get it slowed down the track down by bullshit.
You know why? You know why, though? Especially in this country? It's because the dating market is trash. You have more energy and testosterone to put into your ventures when you know that bitches ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not focusing. I focused way too hard on bitches in my early years, bro. Way too much.
I'm not gonna say like bitches ain't shit like women. It's like it's
really you're gonna tell them.
Hold on. Let me word it. Let me word this shit real quick.
All right.
It's like, all right. When we find out is as Aaron Clarity says, the girls don't like us.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit. It's like, y'all, he's like, y'all motherfuckers really don't like us. Like, what the? And it's okay. So, all right, good. Now we know you motherfuckers don't like us. You don't like us, and you don't need us. So what does that give us time to do?
Work. Improve. Fucking gain more knowledge, wisdom, self-confidence, be on your purpose. And like bro.
Take me to jail. I was like, I thought
take me to jail.
Oh, no, I was playing like that. Damn, hell, I ain't go to jail. It's like, and it's like nice because honestly, I remember I was reading this book by Camelia Paglia, feminist, but she was like a better feminist than all the other feminists with that bullshit.
True feminism.
Yeah, she was like feminist for just like for the equal opportunity of women. I'm hella for that shit. I'm damn sure. I will not. If somebody tries to handicap your fucking free will and your chance to do something just because of some fucking demonstration and it's not a test of skill, I got a beef with that, and I'm willing to grab the flamethrower, light a nigga the fuck up.
I think those days are over now, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
Like because affirmative action, like they're more likely to get hired than you are, even though she has less skills than you.
And then, I mean, it just seems like skills. Like apparently, like on my resume, like for some jobs, like it seems like I don't have that skill, but it's not like I can't learn that skill because that skill is just a lateral skill. It's not all I gotta do is just laterally move, and it was like, oh man, I can pick this up a lot quicker because I've been doing all of this shit over here. But like, as long as there's always a freedom of opportunity of trial, a motherfucker to try at something. If you can try and you can be successful at it, and you can do it better than anybody else ever done it, or do it just good enough to where it doesn't handicap the team, welcome to the motherfucking team. Now, if you fucking suck at what you do, you got the opportunity and you wasn't good enough as the other candidates, or you wasn't greater than the best candidate, some shit like that, then that's just equal opportunity there. Now, outcome, on the other hand, like, hell no, it's like equal outcome opportunity.
Equality of outcome is a completely different fucking thing. That shit is fucking communism.
shit, and look how that shit works out. It doesn't work. It doesn't. Look, it's a beautiful.
Why would I be great if I could make the same amount of money as if I used 10% of my fucking effort, nigga? I wouldn't.
No, it's like it's
What,
like
I get a wife, I get kids, I get a house. You gonna take care of that shit, nigga? I'm gonna be a garbage man, and I'm only gonna do that shit half-ass. Fuck
oh, oh yeah, definitely. Like for us, there to be no innovation, no inspiration, no exploration.
none. I like capitalism, bro.
It's like a free market system. What works is what people gravitate to, and that's natural because like even like somebody's like, well, we need to make things equal opportunity. It's like it's not compatible with human nature.
It's not. And like all it does is like this is the reason why fucking Russia and China are coming for us right now, bro.
They ain't coming. I mean, they fucking up.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that they're gonna win, but they're coming for us, man, because like their mentality does not allow for that type of shit, bro. Like it just doesn't. And like in America, like we're poisoning ourselves from within with these fucking participation trophies. Like everybody's
I hate that
special,
thing.
everybody should be accepted. No, the fuck you should.
Wait.
Not everybody should be accepted, bro. Some people should not have a public voice. You haven't earned the right. You know what I mean? Who are you to?
You haven't stacked up enough experience where people can have that trust in you to believe in your shit like that. But they just you stand up there, get a mic, and it's like, yeah, and cauliflower should be green, yeah, broccoli should be white, yeah. Like, isn't that not fuck it, whatever mine is
And
like.
guess what? If she's a 9.5 out of 10 on the look scale, people will listen to her.
Or like,
Or if you're a tall dude, 6'5", square jaw, you look like you were chiseled out of stone, you could be a complete fucking waterhead, and you get on that stage, and people are gonna be like, yeah, because of
sitting there
human
like-
nature, bro.
I'm like, you know that guy's an idiot, right? No, I like him. I like him. I'm like, you know he's a moron, right? You know he doesn't make any sense. This motherfucker hasn't taken an economics class in his goddamn life.
And you can tell.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, jump your asses in that pot. Yep, They're turning up the dial and they're slowly about to cook your ass. I'm cool with that too. I'm going over here.
This is why I don't have any sympathy for okay, so the people that run shit, right? You
wait.
call them the shadow government or whatever.
I mean, wait. All right, we talking about like.
Well, I'm talking about like the people who influence culture, the people who put the money towards ideas that they want to get pushed forward. Where it's like,
I think there's a misconception.
They use psychology against the masses.
Or somebody does, because they ain't.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga who's in the shadows that nobody knows his fucking name. He's using psychology against the masses just because it puts more money in his pockets.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it's like, I like these things where people think throwing money at a problem is gonna cool the temperature down. It's like keeping that
just
temperature
more
at room
money in the
temperature.
problem.
It's just more money in the problem, and the problem still exists. And if anything, it's turning up the damn temperature. It's not slowing the problem down, keeping it frozen in place. If anything, it's exacerbating and expanding the problem by throwing more money into it. It's not really solving a damn thing because a lot of problems can be solved very cheaply. But it's like,
Oh, absolutely.
it's like
Most solutions are cheap because they're very simple. But there's more money in giving somebody cold medicine than giving them the cure for the common cold.
drink water, go outside, lift a weight, and
Bro.
stay away from sex.
Okay, here's a shout out to Dr. Sebi on this because this shit, drink lemon tea 4 to 5 days a week. That shit will keep you from getting sick way more often than doing anything fucking else. The common cold basically don't even exist in my fucking world, bro. That's the one change that I made. Your pH balance, try to make yourself like as in the middle, and if you can get to the alkaline side, and you can do that with shit like lemon tea. But guess what? Flonase, emergency, Mucinex.
I mean, by the time you're sick, you take emergency, it's too late.
Yeah, but you know what I do when I even start to feel like I'm getting a little bit sick? I just drink 2 cups of lemon tea.
Oh, I drink beer.
And then that puts acid into your body.
Oh, then I drink. I go for the greatest tequila on the planet, Mezcal, and just that shit burns. Whatever the fuck is in that system is done. I remember when I caught COVID, dog. It's funny. Me and the old girl caught fucking COVID, and then old girl was like all fucked up. I was like, she's like, this is the most sick I've ever been in my life. Me, on the other hand, I'm playing video games. I'm drinking beer and shit. I was like, I feel something. It hurts a little bit, but like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, man. But yeah, the point that we are both making here is that, there's a dude. There are people who are making money they're invested in keeping you dumb separated, like not in relationships, and then also like fighting each other for bullshit. Like there's money in conflict. Like if the entire world were to act logically, do you realize how peaceful shit would be? But no, there's more money in people acting emotionally. There's way more money in it.
I mean, like, can you blame that person? That person figured out some shit that can work, that can put more money in their pockets.
And he says, "Fuck humanity, I'm gonna get mine."
Yep.
That's what this nigga's saying every day, bro. And then anytime that he may have a bit of humanity to come through, he's just like, maybe I don't know if I feel so good about what I'm doing. And then he checks his bank account and then sees how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. Okay, yeah, no, all fine, nigga. No, all fine.
It's like the chicks at the Cosmopolitan magazine, or
Yeah.
the dudes like that was like heavy in the pickup game. I like how those two kind of counterbalance.
Yeah.
Well, not counterbalance, but it's just like
Oh,
it's
you
like
mean
one for,
reinforced each other, nigga?
it's like one for each side. Like Chicken Cosmo, she ain't feel sorry to tell y'all this shit when she was selling the bullshit until when she's like, I'm retired.
She's
I'm
literally
on mine.
old as fuck. She's done. And
I'm
then that's when
good.
she apologized.
I'm sorry that I fucked y'all all over.
She fucked up 3 generations. She said out of her own mouth, I am so sorry that I have destroyed 3 whole generations of women across the planet. Because here's the thing, it wasn't just America. Our influence here in America spread everywhere, bro.
Oh, yeah, here
There's
in-
only a very you could probably count on one hand how many countries are still completely patriarchal, bro. It's crazy.
I mean, but people hear they hear the term patriarchal.
As if it's a fucking problem. It's like, no, because the difference between a patriarchy and a matriarchy is that responsibility, bro. Shout out. Responsibility. With authority is supposed to come responsibility. But in this fucking country, authority does not come. Responsibility does not come with authority. AKA, your men are now slaves.
Oh, then there's no responsibility. Then I have no
Exactly.
responsibility if I have no authority. If I have no authority, there's no responsibility. And you know what dudes is doing? Motherfuckers is
They're backing the
dugging.
fuck up, and that's why our birth rates are plummeting right now. Relationship rates are plummeting. Marriage, divorce rates are skyrocketing. Like, bro, it's because we're logical creatures. So it's like I'm not gonna stay and play the game of a place that doesn't fuck with me like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna do something else. Like if you're a guy that just gotta get pussy, you're gonna leave the country or you're gonna start getting prostitutes, bro. Like there's no other options for you. Just like I gotta fuck something. So I'm either gonna leave or I'm gonna get a bunch of prostitutes.
Well, you forgot, like, people's like,
Fuck a family.
All millennials do just jerk off the porn and watch it like, I'm
Oh
like,
yeah. Porn addiction has skyrocketed.
what? Fuck that shit. I don't think it's an addiction. Fuck you. Shout out the porn.
You know, I agree with that because I think honestly, if porn didn't exist, men would be a whole lot more violent, bro. I think they would because they wouldn't have any outlet because we have the history to know that sexually frustrated men become violent and start revolutions, bro.
And the revolutions can be stupid as shit.
Yeah.
And lead to
I'm
nowhere.
not getting pussy. Ah!
Right now, like, fuck that shit. Like, I like porn. It's like, shit, at least somebody is fucking at this moment, or at least they can play. It's like, man, it's like, fuck it. It's like what guys want. It's like girls be sitting there thinking, it's like, well, how do I, what do guys, that's all you want? Like, motherfucker, it's 200,000 years versus what? The thing, like, motherfucker, how the hell do I go against my natural inclination outside of, the thing of, we have checked everything. We got everything nice and checked and controlled with some exceptions. With some exceptions, it's like violence and shit like that.
Yeah.
But usually, mostly everything, we don't got to worry about food because look at this shit. This is beer. Beer is a fucking luxury.
Luxury.
Like, we get to drink beer. I get to drink water out of the fucking faucet. I got food in the fridge.
Relatively
I mean,
clean.
prices is going up, but I mean, I'm fine with that shit too. But I can still go to this place and get the food. It's like they gotta organize. I can go in and get my goddamn catfish, give me some fucking chorizo, some bison beef, and some goddamn cheese sticks, and be cool.
Nigga, okay, not really beating any stereotypes, but like, bro, I got some KFC on my counter right now that I'm gonna smash after this, bro.
Ah, man, I'm gonna smash some goddamn Challenger wings.
Yeah, bro. Black niggas and chicken, bro. Like,
Like, apparently there's this thing in like the UK where some chick is like take black dudes on dates to go to get chicken. It's like, first off, Bitch, chicken
Is
is.
that her strategy because she likes black guys?
I don't know. I just heard this shit from
Because
fucking
it's racist
Flagrant
as
2
fuck.
podcast.
It's racist as fuck, but think about the fact that she was able to make a video about it. It's got to be true.
I mean, it's a stereotype because
Who doesn't like chicken?
Like, yeah, what the fuck is? Because what do you compare everything to?
Chicken.
Oh, I tried alligator once. They said it tastes like chicken. I
Bro,
tried
I
squirrel
ate
once.
squirrel once and it tasted like chicken.
I'm not eating squirrel. Fuck that.
It was, it was at Julian's place.
Yeah, I
bro,
did.
I think you lived there at the time.
Yeah, I
don't think
did.
you ate it.
I looked at y'all and I was like, I'm going to get me some action. I'm going to get me Taco Bell. Fuck yeah.
The only issue was that like there's some miscellaneous hairs in the meat, and there wasn't very much meat at all. Like,
I mean-
but it did like it was like a combination of like fried chicken
wait.
and pork chops.
So who ate the dick?
I don't know, nigga. Hopefully nobody, because I got some thigh meat.
Call them things thighs. Like, fuck that shit.
yeah, the baby squirrel thighs.
You fucking monsters. I think that's like a thing. We're going off on side, Raven. Fuck
Bro,
that.
in the South they eat squirrels a lot.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say alive. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, all right, China. I'm like, all right. I'm going to circle this part of the map here, and this is where you can drop your bombs at. This area right here. They eat squirrels alive. It's like, I don't like animal abuse, but I will, like, kill a snake.
Okay, then how do you feel about the fact that China eats dogs and cats? And then even the immigrants that come over here, if you've gone to a hole-in-the-wall Chinese place, you almost certainly have eaten at least one dog and at least one cat and maybe rat.
Rats, I think I could. Nah, man,
Rats
I
and
kill you.
squirrels are damn near the same
I'll
thing.
burn down your restaurants, man. I like animals. Man, I don't mind going hunting. I'll go hunting. Like, I will go hunting, kill an elk or whatever the fuck we got to kill to eat it and everything like that. But, like, not dogs.
Yeah, over there.
Not cats.
It's just a commonly accepted thing.
Yeah, it is over there.
Like,
So
the way
keep
the-
that shit over there.
The way that we treat cows and chickens is how they treat dogs and cats in their country.
Nope. Fuck y'all.
I promise. Have you been to a hole-in-the-wall Chinese food place?
No.
No?
Now I would never go. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been to too many, and like you can always tell when like there's something up because dog and cat meat is actually extra stringy and extra tendony. And then like after I found that out, I was just like I would every time I would point it out, I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm probably eating a cat right now, and I kept eating because it was delicious, and like so like I was just like, all right, fuck it. And, like,
If you'd have told me this shit at the beginning of COVID,
it's been a while since I went to a hole-in-the-wall Chinese place, like at least 4 years. But I started being able to point out and identify this is not chicken. This has got to be dog or cat. It has to be. Because the meat texture is completely different. The texture when you're chewing on it is completely different, bro. Don't look at me like that, bro. They're the ones that served it to me and told me it was chicken. I paid my money, and I'm not going to just stop eating after I paid my money.
if I ever find out a place, I'm like, no. Leave dogs, cats alone here in America.
It would give me stomach aches, though. So that's why I stopped doing that.
Because you ate man's best friend, you asshole.
Probably. And God was just like, yo, Fido is just, he's fighting back in your lower intestine. So
Hope he like leaves claw marks on your asshole on the way out.
I don't know. What if he was a bad dog?
Bad dogs is because of bad odors. Like I seen this video on YouTube, on
Bad
Instagram.
dog.
Like they was just beating this cane corso trying to get it to sit. It's like somebody showed the video and it was like put the place there. It's like, yeah, dog, I will beat the shit out of a person. It's like child abuse and animal abuse, cruelty. I will fuck a person up over that shit. So yeah, man, I went to prison. Like, why'd you go to prison? I was beating my dogs and shit like that. It's like, for what? No reason. I just get angry and I kick my dog, and I'm gonna kick you in the nuts.
Like how many times I actually hear that?
I will kick you and I will knee as a guy. I will knee you in the nuts. As a chick, I will kick you in the ovaries.
Yeah, but people from India worship cows. They don't eat beef, and we over here eating fucking steak and like triple cheeseburgers and all type of shit. We don't give a fuck. There's like cows, chickens, and pigs are going through the worst fucking holocaust of animals that the world has ever seen. We breed them specifically to get killed and fucked up, thrown into a meat grinder.
I mean, but
and,
some
like,
people keep pigs as pets.
Some?
They
What
count.
percentage of people is that?
I don't know.
It's got to be like 0.000000001%.
It just can't be cats and dogs.
I think what was the number back in 2004, over 7 trillion animals were killed in this country for food, between chickens, cows, duck, pigs, rabbit. That's not even including fish. Now fish, shoot that number up way past the ceiling because
Who the fuck bonds with a fish?
fish?
Okay, never mind. There's people.
Fish is consumed more than any other
Oh
animal.
no, I said bonds.
Oh, bonds
like
with the
bond.
fish.
It's not like you
I
bond
did.
with your cat or your dog. That's why I said never mind.
I had
okay.
a beta fish once. And
Okay,
that's,
okay,
That might be the
okay.
only pet I get again.
You can eat dogs and cats. Just do it in another country. Where
Did you ever eat? I can't. It's called bok something. The Vietnamese quote unquote delicacy where it's like the duck's still in the egg.
no, fuck no.
Once again, over when you were living at the Axis Apartments, we did that too. So like, you boil the egg and then you crack it open and there's like a little duck fetus in there, and then you put like salt and pepper on it and you eat the whole thing whole. And once again, it tastes just like chicken. It tastes like boiled eggs except with crunchy bones.
You know what? I just realized I'm definitely a picky eater. So I'm a picky eater.
Well, I am too, but like it was on a dare. They basically like, oh, what you a bitch? Oh, what you a bitch? Oh yeah, all the rest of us
I'm
hate
a
it.
bitch
So-
if I let you convince me to eat this shit and I want to. I'm like,
I
no.
did it. I mean,
you did.
and it tasted fine. I was actually shocked. At how good it tasted.
Nature's a savage beast. I mean, even
Bro,
though
we eat alive things all the time.
germs.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is that like something was living. They came across one of us. He ain't alive no more,
Yeah,
and then we
true.
eat that nigga.
I mean, like, damn, it would suck. Like, I'd be friend with a bison or something like that. Earl, how you? Earl,
Look at your big beard. Look
pow!
at
And
your
it's
big
like,
beard.
ah! And it hurt. I mean, that's why you probably have definitely a good respect for food and stuff like that. Even I was like, yeah, you know what, man? I'm just being
Thank you for your
picky.
sacrifice.
I'm just being picky with my food, and then I'm not about to yuck somebody's yum, what they call that shit. Just as long as you don't do that shit here in America. Like, man, if I'm in Korea, somebody's like, yeah, we're serving dog. I'm like, okay, nigga, where's your chicken? Fuck it, man, give me a protein bar. It's made from dog. I'm like, bitch, give me. I'm gonna eat you.
So you'll eat a human before? That doesn't even make sense, bro.
Mm-hmm. When has life ever fucking made sense? Why do people stand in fucking a pot where the water's getting turned up hot as fuck and these motherfuckers don't jump out the bitch? And they
I guess you're right, bro. But like, no, but see, people don't do that. Like,
fuck they don't? What? Oh, eat
well,
people?
no, like if you were to like, you've been in jacuzzis, I'm sure, and like you've gotten out or said something when it got too hot before, I'm sure.
I've been in the hot springs in Idaho in the caves.
There you
I mean,
go.
the Idaho Springs in the caves. Not actual the state of Idaho, but this place called Idaho Springs in Colorado.
Yeah. And when it was too hot, you were like, fuck this, I'm short. Mm-hmm. Like, so it's like, nigga, at least people are smart enough not to do that shit. It's very rare that you hear about a hot springs
Ooh.
or hot tub related death due to heat exhaustion.
Yeah,
It's very rare.
I got something that relates to that when we finally now transition over to the relationship part of it is. It's like dudes be sitting in relationships, be miserable as shit in the motherfuckers, and they be trying to salvage the damn thing. Me, when shit just got to a certain point, it was like, I jumped the fuck out the pot. I was like, fuck this shit. I jumped out the pot, kicked the pot over, and fuck that shit. Cause like
My last relationship, there was definitely blisters all over my body. I didn't die, but I definitely got some scarring.
man, I got some scars. I wasn't even in the pot that long, but the temperature enough up, it was a.
It just shot up real quick.
I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this shit? This is horrible. This ain't shit like Luther Vandross said.
Nigga, shout out to his singing ability, but the content that he put out there is poison.
What? I mean, like, look, he had a good point. Like, look, this was the point of definitely looking for, a mate and chick like that. And it's like, he says, a chair is still a chair, even when no one. Like, a house is not a home.
Yeah.
Like, a house that is true. It's like, I have an apartment right now. And basically, for me now, I've realized my standard is I need a girl. If I'm ever dating an American chick again, it's like the standard is turn this motherfucker to a home and don't annoy the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it could all be so easy, man.
It is easy as fuck. Holy shit.
Apparently
How
not
the
for them.
Fuck is this shit not easy? It's
So-
like
Because they're trying to be us.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like damn. Well, my dick that's a clitoris.
Yeah, like how many girls say "suck my dick, nigga"? Like, do you know how many?
I'm
Girls
like,
have
on the
heard say
count of
that
3,
shit?
pull out your dicks. 1, 2. Oh.
What? Wait, wait. I got some.
It's like, see, I would feel bad. You should have let that shit play all the way through.
Yeah, that's your dick, ladies.
Well, it's like, I was like, all right, y'all playing this game like this, okay. And it's like, that's the thing that kind of, one of the things, of course, usually inspires the goddamn topic is like frogs in the pot. It's like, y'all believe in this bullshit over here, and reality is looking at you in the face, and it's like, and you're not really getting it. I mean, we get it because we have to change your environment and learn the shit. Otherwise, that mean, because reality don't give a fuck. It doesn't give a. We trying to protect y'all from reality.
Some of my earliest memories of like literally like I got bullied before. I had shit talk. Like
So you have to learn to
anytime
talk
that I
shit
wasn't
and whoop
good
ass.
good at something, like immediately it was some kind of deficiency. Like before your brain even has the concept of what's going on, you're already being shit on as a dude, bro.
I mean-
You don't even have a concept.
I mean, I think about it like this in the way it turns. It's like, because I asked my older sister. I'm pretty sure if I asked my other 2 older sisters, I was like, because she was like, Brittany Griner's in Russia. That's a damn shame. I'm sad. I was like, bitch, it's
Why?
Russia. Like, do you know who fucking Russia is? Like, what the fuck? You don't know what Russia is? You never went into history where you had to learn what Russia is. Like, they taught the shit in high school. We understood the Soviet Union way back in Stalin's days, way back in Lenin's days.
Yeah.
All that shit. It was all taught in high school, but y'all motherfuckers too busy just trying to be bad bitches shaking ass and got the fuck out of here. Whatever. The point is, all right, so something else happened. It's like some China. I was like, it's like, do you know who Chairman Mao is? She goes, no. I'm like, I don't feel like fucking explaining Chairman Mao. That's a fucking
Okay,
long
so
ass
like,
story.
so the last World War, which is why it was called a World War, it could have ended. All of Earth could have died over that shit.
It's like,
you know,
y'all don't know these historical figures.
We're on
these-
one side; they were the enemy.
Like, and it's like I realized, like, even with the fucking the one the broad chick, she was it's
What,
like
the, chick, the basketball chick, or
no the chick I dated, whatever. It's like I gotta yeah.
it's like that, nigga. Damn.
It has to be like that because God
Free.
damn it, nigga, you ain't gotta say goddamn name.
I just remembered, nigga, because you
Fuck.
made me. You're thinking so hard that my brain was just like, oh,
Motherfucker, I was just don't say that. Martha, why'd you say that?
say that.
Like,
Save Martha.
it's because it's like I feel like the name of the persons that like the other was called the
Yeah.
persons and shit like he who she who must
Shall not be named.
and shit like that. I'm not saying
Call her
that,
Voldemort.
but it's like just more for her own if people watch it, just for her own security and shit like that. But maybe she might be sneak watching like she used to do back in the day. I used to watch back at shut up.
Hopefully
Anyway,
not.
but I mean, holy soul, like fuck you. I'm trying to like teach you some damn lessons here to save your
Like and
damn life
subscribe.
from being. Cause like it's like they don't look at past, present, future. They don't look at trajectory. They don't. I mean, it's not days. Like look, yeah, they don't look at this shit how it was because the past
And how
is a
things got.
predictor of the future. And it's not
Yes.
like that in the stock market because the stock market's a different animal because it's a lot of people making a lot of decisions at the same damn time. And that's what's make the stock market and any market like currency market, crypto market, all that shit unique because it's all decisions in this arena being made at the same damn time. That's the great thing about it. But for normal fucking regular life over here, this shit is predictable. Like, I already met my mental twin. Like, me and this guy mentally are pretty much the same age except for outside of our experiences, but we have the same kind of like tendencies and stuff like that. So if you took the personality test, me and him would probably be the same personality. And it's just like, he's a different age, different experience. I'm a different age, different experience. And so keeping track of shit like that and knowing the past, knowing the present, you pretty much can predict the goddamn future of shit like that. This shit where how many look up the statistic of how many people have ever lived.
Ever lived?
Ever
We're
lived.
We're in the trillions, man.
Pull that shit up. How many people has ever lived, right? All right. Oh yeah, we definitely we're gonna go somewhere with this shit. This gonna be a learning goddamn moment here. All right.
Oh, okay. 107 billion people.
Now,
And I'm not sure where they're counting that number from.
How many?
Because I just went to a different link, and that one says 117 billion people.
So over
BBC.
100 billion people have ever lived on the planet, estimatedly. Now look up
Right, we're
how
at 7
many
billion right now.
how many personality types are there.
Aren't there only like...
Check it out. Man, we got Google, man. We might as well use this shit. It's technology. Shout out to whoever, Google, like, damn. I remember Google back in the day when it was just like, we didn't think it would be this big of a behemoth.
16.
Now,
It's lower than I thought.
pull up a calculator, divide 107 billion,
117 billion.
117 billion by 16.
Okay.
Or would it be like something that you times it by and to figure out what is, like, how many personality types could there be?
Okay, so in each personality category, we have 7.312 billion.
Yeah. And it's like, and then you also got the factor of human nature.
Which
We,
is completely goddamn unpredictable. Well, no, it's not, because like we only have a finite amount of emotions and variables of history and logic. All right. Well, I mean, I can't give you a number for that, nigga.
I know, but it's like, all right. So it's like, I mean, you can make a prediction, like a general prediction, general estimation, or something like
There's
that.
a book called The Matrix that uses those predictions based off of human psychology. It's like a book on macroeconomics, and that's actually
And that's macro, meaning the overall big thing, like how we are as a group.
they literally made predictions like over 50 years in advance based off of like how people move and how to be able to like look at the economy and what's going to happen. It was completely accurate, and that's also one of the reasons why The Matrix the movie was made. And every person who was in that movie was told to read that book, because like literally well over 50 years before that movie was made, they had already mapped out human psychology and knew exactly where the entire world was going to go based off of how they act and how the economy is going to be affected.
Yeah, we're still learning this today. People still learning, studying, printing out books on it like that. And we're predicting this shit now on an individual basis. Like, how have we predicted this shit? Can we predict where this is going? It's like, abso-fucking-lutely. And right now,
At this point, yeah.
oh, I mean, it's just like, it is beautiful to fucking watch. And it's just like, because guys, we pay attention to this shit because, and we listen to other guys who do it. And then it's like, because me personally, it was like, I want to get better. I want to know what the fuck I'm doing, know environment and shit like that, be able to predict this shit. And it's like an interesting thing to fucking just learn. And it's like, all right. And then you see the shit in action. It's like this thing right here with things shitty here in the U.S. with the dating market due to women. I mean, y'all got your own free will, your own free choices. Do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. I'm not going to condemn y'all for that.
Go ahead. Hoes work for me.
I mean, if you hiring hoes or something like that.
No. Just their mentality. I ain't got to commit. Go ahead.
And it works out for, I mean, like, we don't get what we wanted in what do we want? You just wanted
No. Well, in the end, I actually do want family, children, stability, like a progeny, a stable environment. But if y'all can't give that to me, I'll take the next best thing, which is get my dick sucked. Look, it is what it is.
But it's like, but us, it's like Aaron Clary had that book, The Manual, Life Without the Opposite Sex. And he cannot get women to read that book for shit.
Because it would be too revealing, bro. It'll be too revealing.
It's just like living life. It's like, all right, we going down this path. All right, this is life.
I think
right
they know
here.
the truth already. They just won't admit it out loud.
Motherfucker, why not? Because y'all gonna be all y'all are just drugged up on
I
fucking
think they're
antidepressants.
they like to act dumb. I've had this conversation with females.
I think there are dumb.
Well, like I've had this conversation with some females before, where it's like there's way more advantage in a female acting dumber than she is, than acknowledging the truths of what her intelligence is telling her. Because then she would have to admit that she's already in a winning position, even though she wants more, and that she should be having more responsibility in different areas which she doesn't want, and then also understanding that she's treating men terribly. Like you know what I mean,
But,
and then has to shoulder that responsibility, and then also that we have different roles in society, and no, it's not true that everybody can do everything. You cannot do everything that a guy can do, and we can't do everything that you can do as women. It's just reality is painful. We have to deal with that pain since fucking toddler days. They don't like that shit. They see what's going on,
I don't
but
think they do.
they pretend to look the other way.
Because why?
Because it advantages them. But here's the thing.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does. But here's the frog in the pot
in
thing.
a short time?
Here's the
Oh, yeah.
Here's the frog in the pot thing.
Oh, shit.
She's turning up the temperature on her fucking life until she hits 35, and all of a sudden she's like, "Fuck, it's hot!" Blisters all over her body.
It's less than that. It's less than that. It's
28.
even less. Yeah, it's even getting. Oh man,
28. She's
See-
been turning up the temperature.
that's remind me of that thing what you say about me being chaotic, like chaotic good or some shit like that. But it's
Chaotic
like
good.
it's like just sitting there watching people. Just like you know where your actions about to lead you to, right? And it's just like doing security and shit at the club. And it's like the dude just sitting there, just like you know where your actions about to lead you to, right? It's about why I'm like why would you? You should know where this shit is gonna go. Like you
Is he
haven't seen.
inebriated?
Oh yeah, they're usually inebriated, and it's like, dog, you should know this is gonna lead to you doing something stupid, and it's all of us whooping your ass.
I don't know if he thought it was gonna get that far. His temperature was already high and didn't realize he was close to that
It's like
boiling point.
I have. This is definitely gonna be like a jerk off to myself here. It's like I have great conflict de-escalation skills because one, you. Like conflict de-escalation skills is like is there because it's not because out of fear, is because one, sir, I will fuck you up.
Real shit.
Sir,
No, I got you. I'm the same way. That's why I'm so nice and cordial. You know what I mean? Like, I give people the out as many times as I can.
and then let you tell people how you give the out because
I'm about to bust.
Oh, okay.
you're a rant.
Okay, cool. I guess we're in overtime. Okay. Yeah, so like, so here's the thing, man, is that like, I'm not gonna go super off subject or anything like that because like he was kind of getting into a point. But yeah, man, what I was saying before about like turning up the temperature on your life is just that, you know, the way that was described by shout out to Rollo Tomasi. Shout out to Rollo, because he has said so eloquently that I'm about to butcher this, but the way that he said it is that pretty much that the way of this one of the states of the dating game right now, if I were to paraphrase, would be most of the time like people we're going off of our innate sexual strategies, right? But when you combine those sexual strategies with the kind of culture and society that we live in today, it starts to have some drawbacks. You sprinkle in some social media, and then also capitalism at the same time, which has all because there are people that influence capitalism. Like capitalism by itself is like fine, but because there are people that can influence the way that it's shaped and formed over time, it can lead to some slight disparities. Because, like, when you have an entire society that's already being turned into soy boys as men and then encouraging women to become masculine, what winds up happening is, like, the dynamic of power shifts from one that actually can grow and flourish into one that's pretty much just being made to you're born to be a dollar or a receipt. So, because of that, you know, women being told all these lies, and that's why when the lights come on, when they start to lose sexual options, it's like, holy shit. I thought that this joyride was going to last forever. She didn't realize that she was already on 98 degrees and 2 more degrees and she was going to kill herself. She's at 98 and thinking that she can fix all the blisters on her body. But no, we see those blisters. We see all the damage that you did to yourself. And it's like, you ain't a pretty frog no more. You're not a princess. If I kiss you, I'm about to get gonorrhea. The fuck is wrong with you? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that's what it is. Like it's the same as like a dude who's born with a trust fund or something like that. That's the reason why there's...
Or a mentality, because a lot of things I see that would be the equivalent, the male equivalent of it, would be like dudes that are in that thug phase, just like, for guys in our group.
Yes, actually, yes. Go ahead, go ahead.
So yeah, so it's like dudes in the thug phase, just like, I'm a thug, baby,
I'm a gangster, I'm a gangster, I'm a give mom,
teenager, and then, nigga, you are 40 years old!
Yeah, he turns around and this nigga the oldest nigga at the club.
Hey,
Talking about I gang bang. You know, old school crip, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Crip lock, bro.
Snap his neck. Snap his fucking neck. It's not. It's like different. There's a positive equivalent of that. Like the equivalent is like, yo man, who you know tough with my reputation in these streets? I don't know, motherfucker. Maybe a master gunnery sergeant.
Yeah.
Maybe a first sergeant. maybe a motherfucking major. Like, you in a rap song, like, dog, I'm the lieutenant, motherfucking colonel, nigga, what the burn do? Woo. Like, there's actual legit, like, bitch, fuck that shit. I don't, like, I'm sorry, gangster shit, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're just stupid because you don't know terrifying until you are standing outside of First Sergeant's office because you fucked up or something happened, you didn't do something, and you outside of that man's office. That man is fucking terrifying. It's terrifying, and it's like, and it's respectable because it's credible, and it's like,
You stupid.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I was wrong, but I meant to do.
like fuck
My bad.
that shit. Like, man, I've been in prison. Like, bitch, this motherfucker's killed people and he's got pissed off because he got signed to a desk job when he picked up his rank, and it was like, we're gonna put you to a desk job. Like, there's more people to kill though. There's more people to fuck up over there. What? No, god damn it, get the fuck in my office. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's true, man. And
It's
like, but the gangster mentality, man, like it's okay. So one of the, I guess I don't know if this is my theory because I think I've heard somebody say this before. So like, I think it's like the issue with it is that like the whole quote unquote gangster mentality that we're talking about today, like the thug culture, it's predicated around making money. And one of the reasons that makes it so appealing, especially to women, is because you're talking about guys who are overly emotional. See, the original gangsters were cold, calculating, in the shadows motherfuckers, making money, sending soldiers out. And like,
Oh, Benny Siegel, dude that started Murder Inc. It was just,
Frank
it wasn't
Lucas.
personal.
Frank Lucas.
Yeah,
Yeah. All those niggas.
yeah, like, it wasn't unpersonal. I mean, maybe.
It was business. It's because they were moving product. But now the gangster / thug mentality is like overly emotional men who are reacting like females, but they have the stature and strength of a man because they were born a man and a gun, and so their unstable nature becomes overly it becomes more attractive to females because of the spikes of emotion that they can get because it's extremes because they're emotional, so it's like they get incentivized because they're getting mad pussy, they're getting clout, they have fast money, but just like we were saying before, turning up the temperature, because you think that these are benefits that are just going to keep going. So you just keep elevating until either you're dead or in jail for the rest of your life. So
now you're just stupid.
yeah, and now it'll take you a good 10, 15 years, and then you'll have to do an interview from prison. Talking about when I was a young blood, I didn't understand these things. Stay in school, y'all. Stay in school, get your education. Don't be like me. But I used to be different, but then I found Jesus. So by the grace of God, and you be nigga. if you had any type of foresight at all, you wouldn't be here, nigga. You wouldn't. If you could have had any type of self-awareness to know that you were turning up the temperature in your goddamn life, you wouldn't be in fucking prison. I made mistakes. I've done some fucked up shit. But look, I'm on the fucking camera, nigga. What's the difference between me and you, nigga? What's the difference?
Choices.
Self-awareness. Choices.
Can you
But-
choose to stay in that pot? Let that shit cook you? Or maybe stay frozen in place? Let the world move past you? Some shit like that.
There's a whole country called France that loves frog legs, nigga.
So with that being said,
Oh. It's about that time?
fuck that shit. I want to get some goddamn wings.
Oh, yeah,
Damn.
bro. I'm hungry
Fuck,
as fuck.
I mean,
I'm not
shit.
even gonna lie.
Damn. I mean, can we hit the 2-hour mark?
I
I mean,
I'm about to take a piss again, so we don't have to, bro. We gave them 45 minutes of overtime, man.
all right, it's your main man over here at the 5280Q. Q stands for Kane the Conqueror. Also sprinkled with a little bit of Johnny Storm. About to flame on in this bitch with
Hell
these
yeah.
wings. And I'm passing off to my partner in crime, the arc reactor himself.
Yo, this is Cameron the Raw representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube and Twitch. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube and Twitch. If you guys have not already, make sure that you like the video. If you have any suggestions about any topics we should talk about in here in the near future, make sure to leave that down in the comments down below as well, or hit us at homeboyetiquette@gmail.com. Also, make sure that you subscribe to our tiktok.com/homeboyetiquette. We've been trying to grow that too, but every single clip we put on is somehow they're interpreting as risque, even the safe ones. So I have to appeal those bitches every time.
Safe content?
Bro, you have no idea how many clips I thought was 100% acceptable, no cuss words, anything, and they still said that we violate standards somehow. Every single clip.
You're not poisoning America.
Yeah,
We don't like it.
Exactly. You know, shout out to the Chinese for their fucking psyop that they're fucking doing.
Social engineering.
Social engineering, you know, all that shit, bro. But yeah, so like subscribe to our TikTok, subscribe to our Twitch page, because obviously Twitch does not have organic growth. It has to come from the outside. But yeah, we appreciate everybody for coming through. We will see you guys in the next video. Peace.